So that would be an option long term. But yeah, I like that idea too. But of course, I need to get a vehicle and customize it so that it's like usable as a portable garage. But yeah, I do actually enjoy that possibility. I need to find a good vehicle that's set up for it.
I think you'd have. I think you'd be busy all the time because you could put you put the signage right on the van.
Yeah, I'm going to do that with my motorhome when I take off because it's a 30-foot billboard.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
and then just drive around. Guaranteed, man, you'll be driving from house to house.
I think that'll be that's probably the best way to do it because if I'm going to be bouncing around, ultimately when I retire, I want to be able to call parts of the country home.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to stay locked in.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem living in an RV long term.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the thing. I got a couple dirt properties that I'll eventually put kit homes on.
Yeah.
And then I'll bounce between them when they're not occupied.
Perfect.
That's my long-term plan.
Perfect.
So,
good.
But yeah, I like your idea of doing a portable sort of.
Oh yeah, you'd be busy all the time.
Yeah, I like the being for a computer guy. I'm fairly outdoor oriented. So yeah, and I just actually today I got to go pick up my motorhome. I just threw a bunch of money at that. It needed a brake job and some other electrical work. So yeah, so you're on the same mindset as I. So let's see how this works. When you had your two monitors, were they both plugged into the external card?
Yes.
Got it.
Via HDMI.
Well, that's why I asked because you only have one HDMI option, and then the other one's called DisplayPort.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I was just curious. Let's see here. I only have one screen right here, so let's just see if it behaves or misbehaves with the one screen. Okay, that's in. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's see how this behaves. Okay. Did you build this thing, or is this a factory machine?
I believe you built it for me.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. It looks a lot of. You could actually go buy a computer at Best Buy that looks like it was custom built.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, nothing on the display yet. Let's see here. When it boots, it should normally give us a display, right?
Right. It should give us a signal.
Right. Sometimes if I don't turn my monitor on in time.
Oh, yeah, you missed the signal.
Yeah, there's handshaking that happens. If it doesn't happen, then it'll remain off. It's kind of a glitch in the way HDMI works. Come on. Why do we have no display? Hey, no, that was a screensaver shade.
Interesting.
Yeah, so normally if you turn this thing on, it shoves a signal onto the screen.
Sure. I was at least getting a signal. Huh.
Right.
Maybe try the other port?
Well, you only have one HDMI on your expanded
Oh,
video card. That's sort of why I asked.
Uh-huh.
You also have an onboard HDMI, which I would imagine not work. Because when you have external or dedicated graphics, it would send the signal to that primarily. Okay, so now let me get the remote. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right source. Yeah. So no display at all. Has it been like a less and a less?
It just started this morning.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it started on Friday, but I just thought it was a glitch. I thought, because we went from Frontier to Spectrum, and I thought, oh, maybe some glitch from, which didn't make any sense, but that's what I was rationalizing, to try to. And then I came in this morning, and I was working, and boop, went out to black, and then
You're on it.
but it was coming back, and then it looks like it's stable for a while, and then it goes to black again.
Got it. Okay, that's. It's weird. The TV sees that it's plugged in, but it's not taking a signal. Are you sure you weren't maybe using the display port?
I don't know.
It's really similar looking.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me poke my head back
It does
because
look-
I had two.
It's not visually obvious. The
I
display
had,
port looks similar, but it is different.
Yeah, I had these two were occupied.
Okay, so one for each. Got it.
Yeah.
That tells me something.
Right.
Got it. Okay, so you have one display port and one HDMI.
So they were working as if they were one, you know.
Yeah, which is normal. So now let me open it up and see if anything looks weird.
Okay.
And you were using it today.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I just had enough, you know. I finally did it for the 10th time or something.
Well, this is fairly straightforward setup. Do. That's annoying. But this wasn't a problem, like intermittent problem days or weeks earlier.
No.
Really?
Just started.
There we go. Well, diagnosing no display. Oh, no, shoot. All right, well, let's do this. Let's unplug it.
Okay.
I'm going to pull the video and see if the onboard video works. So, this is a nice clean setup. I love it.
Yeah, it's easy to get to, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of these machines, they're just a mess.
Well, you did it. That's why.
Well, yeah, I have my reasons. Yeah.
Right?
You get a big old fun case to work around and you get a lot more room. Okay, unplug the video.
How long were you over there at Stewart's place?
For 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I guess he just bought his place a block from here. Did he tell you?
Yeah,
1212? Yeah. I think he said he was going to move the ice cream shop in there.
Oh, did he?
I don't know if he said something like that. Yeah.
No, he's trying to get Two Guns over there.
Oh, right. Yeah, Two Guns doesn't have a place down here. But they've got some competition. They got a couple.
Oh, down here they've got some gourmet coffee places?
Yeah, my landlord here has the coffee shop in the village.
Oh, yeah?
They got that building. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Might not be as easy as it was in Manhattan Beach.
Right.
Huh?
Well, they seem to have done well enough to where they didn't need to even be open later out in the day, because they would be closed like after 2 or 3.
Oh, wow.
So, but whatever works.
Yep. Whatever you're happy with.
It is kind of dusty in here. Let's see here.
Oh,
Sometimes I'm wondering if we're really lucky, maybe we just have to reseat the card.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Haven't been jostling it around or moving it, but that would be neat if
For a second. Yeah. I don't see evidence of dust in the connector. Let's see here. Let's blow some of this out. All right. Just in case there is dirt. Just a little dust on the card itself. All right, so now let's just see for giggles before even going further.
Okay.
Plug that in. Plug this in. All right, let's see here. Plug in a screen. Plug in a. Alrighty. Let's see here. No display. Still no display.
Huh. Strange as that.
Oh no! Hold on. I know why it's not giving display now.
What?
I gotta plug in the auxiliary power for the video. Oops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a restroom around here?
Yeah. That giant key ring next to the keys where they're hanging off the coat rail.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, you
This
see
one
that?
right here?
Yeah, the giant key. No.
This one.
Yeah, that.
This big key.
Yeah, go to the back of the building.
Okay.
Here upstairs.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right
Sure. Okay. So, it's got an 8-pin power. Alright. Let's see here. Be careful. Let's see here. Did I? I don't actually remember building this machine here. That is weird. Here, let's screw this back down. There we go. Okay, let's see if that does anything. All right, turn that on. Found it?
Yep.
Good.
I wonder what year this building was built.
70s, would you guess?
I would guess 60s. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I would guess 60s.
Kind of an interesting setup, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even metered individual units. We all share the same. Well, we don't have the electric bill as part of the rent.
Wow.
That's how
Okay.
that's.
Yeah.
That might tell you something.
Mm-hmm. So what's it looking like?
Well, the video card, I suppose.
Yeah.
I still haven't tried it without the card physically installed. You do have onboard graphics, but the other problem is that the onboard. I won't get too jargony on you, but
Okay.
it's possible that the video. Well, you know what I'll do.
It's weird that I was getting at least part signal, when you rebooted it. Now it's not doing anything.
Yeah, well, that's why I like doing this while you guys are here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of shops will just send you on your way, and then you don't get to see the heartache we have to experience.
Yeah.
Not that they're trying to screw you around, it's just like, it's harder for them to articulate what they did. Let's see here, when you can see it all happen.
Right.
Alright, so, what I think I want to do, I actually have a good video card here. Let me see if video card. Video card. Let's first just see if I can get it to do anything. Okay, let's take this video card out
Okay.
and see if this is the first time I've tried this.
This is the video card, huh?
Yes, that's your culprit. So you do have video on this motherboard, but there's a chance that won't work because the way things are set up.
Are these things expensive?
Well, it can be. Oh yeah, literally thousands if you really want to.
Oh, I don't know. I don't play
Yeah,
games.
that's that card's probably a little bit more since you're just an office user. Probably a bit more hardware than you ever needed then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an entry-level video card. Entry-level for a gamer anyway.
Okay.
Overkill for someone maybe like you.
Right.
Okay, now let's see if we get anything. Now, if this doesn't work, that does not necessarily mean we're not. Do you remember if your RAM lights up?
I don't.
Okay, well, that's the other thing I didn't try. So I'm going to physically just. A lot of these RAM modules will light up, which will tell me if it's even working that way. Where's my my other customer. He said he was going to show up around the same time. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so technically, sometimes the RAM can get dust in there also. These slots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so now let's just be minimalists and not plug in any redundant hardware.
Okay.
Plug it back in. See if we get anything here. Come in!
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. Alright, that's still not nothing. Alright, got it. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright. You can come on over here. I'm helping him out with his machine. We should be done shortly.
Okay.
Can I have that video? Oh, you put it right back here. Diagnosing a no video issue. So, okay, so now that I've tried that, let me see if, yeah, sorry, you can sit in that brown chair right there. If that's what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this, yeah, you know what I could try? Let me try this. You have 2 card slots for this video card. I'm wondering if there, good. Let's see if this does it. Oh, whoops. Let's dude. Alrighty. Got it. There we go. Okay, that's good. Memory's in there. Now let's just see if see if we have any. Nothing. So,
Yeah.
when you brought this here, this worked earlier today?
Yeah, I was using it.
Right. Interesting.
Could it have anything to do with its orientation? Because it was standing up before and now it's flat? No.
That does nothing, no. Do you know, was it an unusually high resolution or some weird, I don't know, that's...
No, I just set it up for 2 screens.
Got it. Got it.
In the software.
Got it. Let's see
Weird,
here.
huh?
Do I have... Let me try. Oh, there it is. I got my own video card here. Let's try that.
Okay.
I just tried it in the other port to see if the other port might have been part of the problem. Unfortunately, it's looking like your video card, which technically is not as bad as your motherboard.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the video card itself could be an inexpensive part also.
Yeah, we don't have to spend a lot on that.
Yeah, if you're not a
I'm
gamer.
not playing,
Yeah,
you know,
if you're not gaming,
I'm not gaming.
no.
I'm doing basic office work.
Good. Cable management is almost too clean. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so this is your card. Let me try mine.
Okay.
That should tell us a lot. Worst case, I hope it's not your motherboard.
Oh, that would be bad.
Well, that's why I'm trying different ports here. Okay, so now we're trying another card. Let's see here. No signal on another card here. Oh. Yeah, okay, so my video card's working. So your card seems to be problematic. Let's just get it up all the way and see what it does. Okay, that's normal. Restart PC because it probably crashed.
Yep.
Because it was in an unknown state. Is that? Get some dust. I'll blow out of here. Let's see here. How close are you to the water?
Pretty close.
Yeah,
Maybe about a half a block.
That's probably why it's so dirty.
Yeah. No, tons of dust.
Yeah. I think you got a filter in here. We'll open it up and see about that. That's unfortunate. Not that this was a terribly expensive card.
That was a GeForce. What is that? A 730 or what?
I can't tell by looking at it. It's just a GTX something. It's a smaller card, so that tells me it's a less expensive one. And if it's 4 years old too.
Or 3. I think it was
Yeah.
something like that.
Right. Okay. Looks like the machine came up to life.
Okay.
Let's do this. What I'd like to do is put it back, do some updates while the thing is running. And let's do some updates. Yeah, just in case there's a glitch.
Okay.
Because sometimes best case scenario, maybe a software issue goes away. Here's my Ethernet. Yeah, no, I like your idea of going with a mobile garage. That's kind of that would be fun.
It would be fun, and it's, people are it's like they want that service.
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
They don't want to get in their car anymore. They don't want
no.
to go anywhere. They want to come to you.
Yeah, I've had plenty of people say, "Can you just come over?" And that's why I charge an hourly rate. That's a little bit more to do that house call.
Yeah, charge a little bit more. They're willing to pay it. It's the convenience.
Yes.
They're saving themselves gas. They're saving themselves all kinds of heartache.
And then I don't mind anyone watching me work because then they see my heartache.
Right. They see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
What am I paying for? Well, with a mechanic, you generally don't want your mechanic to do their work. You have to take their word for it.
Right.
Alrighty. So I'm just going to do some updates.
What is that Microsoft Teams thing that keeps coming?
Well, it's part of Microsoft's cloud suite. Like Office is now 365. That's a cloud service you pay for annually.
Is Teams like Zoom or something like that?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. It's been popping up lately, and I just, close it up. I don't.
Right. Let's just see if there's some driver updates that might make this a more reliable experience. View optionals, those are the driver updates I'm after. So let's see here. Yeah, I just have a... Okay. Let's just do these. Restart. Put the card back. See if it's a more reliable experience.
Okay.
And go from there. And then...
Why do you do that?
Oh, I'm filming myself. Dude, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, you're kidding?
No, so the screen you can see over here
Yeah.
shows what I'm up to, so everyone on YouTube can watch me do what I do.
That's pretty cool.
That's another sort of gimmick, so people can Google me easier.
Yeah.
And then, of course, someone like you, if I had a technical conversation with you, you can revisit that.
Right.
And say, this is what he said. He was
Right.
literally pointing to that. You can kind of get a little bit more value out of what you're paying for.
That's pretty cool.
So, and then, of course, the ulterior motive is I could become more popular online.
Well, you know what? When people need to figure out how to solve some problem, they go to YouTube first.
Right.
Like, how do I fix my computer?
And
Boom, and there you come up, and then live.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's exactly.
Where is this guy? Man, this is a guy I need to go to.
That is the gimmick.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else.
It's not even a gimmick, man. It's just real.
That's
like,
well, there's a lot of really high quality IT people.
Yeah.
That all edit their stuff.
Okay.
And it's like Hollywood production quality.
Yeah.
But it's all edited.
Yeah.
You don't get them live.
No.
So I'd love to be able to say, take a phone call live.
Yeah.
And then have some interaction through the chat. Yeah. So yeah, that's ultimately what I'd like to do. I just figured, and long term, if I get going portably, I could find an internet connection, do it out of the portable garage.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and take calls from all over the country or the world or whatever. I have made a few friends in the UK
Oh, that's cool.
that found me accidentally. So I'm on YouTube and Facebook.
All right.
So yeah. Actually, I should check my audio.
Is that a sound mixing board there? That
Yes, because I got microphone right there.
Okay.
So your conversation is part of this.
So
That's
people are
why
hearing my voice.
yeah, I forgot to warn you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
What
Yeah.
I need is one of
My
those
fans, exactly.
live on the air sort of radio lights.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. There we are. So your conversation is part of this.
Yeah.
That's
why I'm hearing my voice.
Yeah, I forgot. So you go to YouTube
Well,
on
I've
the
got a
channel.
good broadcasting voice there.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've been having fun with it. It's been a crash course in recording. And then, of course, ultimately, I want to get a couple more cameras, but I got to make sure all my bills are paid before I buy experimental hardware just to screw around. So I got one camera that captures the bulk of everything. And then I want another camera that can show exactly what I'm up to. So there's a method to the madness.
Yep.
Alrighty. Yeah, you were a little bit out of date. So some of these
Okay.
these drivers, some of these updates you were missing were drivers,
Okay.
which could be
Maybe that'll
potentially.
handle it. Yeah.
Potentially. I didn't see a driver for this card specifically, but sometimes glitches go away.
Do you have a sense for how long it will take you to put together?
I'm thinking an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay. In that case,
Do you want to just come back?
I'll probably come back.
Yeah.
Can I come back later today?
Yeah. Did you want to do it with me, or do you want me to just have it done for you?
I just have it done for
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's easier to deal with.
Okay.
Cool. Not that I don't mind you hanging out, but yeah,
Right,
obviously
right,
you're on
sure.
a schedule and you don't necessarily want to wait here for 2 hours when you've got other stuff to do.
So
Got it.
you'll give me a call? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know
Sure.
my number?
That's fine. Yes. Let me make sure because caller ID is hit and miss. I never
248 number.
248. Hold on. Oh yeah, Holly. What is that? Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
Got it. Cool.
Alrighty.
Sweet. I'll call you as soon as I get going.
Sounds good. Here's the motherboard. and
Got it.
Everything else should
Sweet. Yes, everything is right between those two
cool.
landing hotspots.
Oh,
Got
and
it.
these look like my hard drives.
Yes,
too.
they are.
Okay.
They
cool.
were moved around.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Got
I'll
it.
be back.
Thank you. All right. Okay. So we got those updated. Good. I like to see a second reboot that's reliable.
Yeah.
Yes. Check for updates. Yeah, so this particular hardware is not quite new enough for the new Windows 11, but just use it. You should get a good another 2 years out of this hardware.
Good.
My personal opinion is once it's time to, once you can no longer run the latest OS, which in this case is Windows 11, I would start getting ready to just migrate back up. How are you backing up?
to
That's,
the cloud.
Well, yeah,
Most
good.
everything is on the cloud.
Good, yeah. So worst case scenario, if this thing were to fall on its face, you just log into your OneDrive account or your 365
Correct. That's right.
account.
I do
Good.
everything from the OneDrive.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why I like to make sure, because otherwise, if something fails, it makes my interview with you a little bit more hectic because
Yeah.
you're not sure if you're backed up.
Right.
Let's see here. Let's see. Open. Good. It's all backed up. Good. So you do have a couple more updates. I did some preliminary updates, and now I'm doing some other updates. And then Windows you're probably a few months out of date.
I'm sure.
So once I do these updates, let's just see if this comes back to life. But I'm already itching to call this a failed drive.
Okay. Maybe
Failed video card. I mean.
yeah.
And it's normal after 5 years or so is what I tell people to expect out of their hardware.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not funny. They just kind of fail.
Yeah. But the cool thing is this machine was built quality, the hardware is better, and it means revisiting the inside of the machine is easier, because if you were to buy a Dell, buying upgrade parts for something that's off the shelf from Dell is not so much, it's just more problematic than it used to be.
And that's where we were last time I had a Dell.
Yeah.
So we just ended up deciding, let's just,
Yeah,
let's have you build it.
right. And well, unfortunately, I told my last customer, I don't know, a few weeks ago, I told her to go spend $900 on a Dell, and I figured she'd be great because it's a 1-year warranty and off the shelf would be fine. But the one feature she needed was one of these cards so that she could do exactly what you're doing. Is she wanted a dual screen.
Oh, okay.
If you don't buy a gaming rig, you don't get a video card like this, which means we had to buy a separate card, and it just turned into a hassle. And the original hardware turned out to be problematic. She got a dud. So ultimately, we should have. What I'm thinking of doing now is just like build a computer for someone. It's an hour to 2 hours of my labor, and then I warranty my labor, and then they can have enough to accommodate multiple screens without having to upgrade a stock.
You can build to spec. You can
Yeah.
to whoever, whatever the need of the customer is.
Well, in the old days, it was overkill. You didn't need to spend $1,500
Right.
to build a computer
Right.
for someone that just wants to do office work.
Right.
But now, because it's almost like if you spend up to $1,000 for a Dell, what you get is the appliance sort of quality. It's not really a motor in a car that's designed to be built up the way car engines were in the 70s and 80s
Right,
or
right.
prior.
Right.
Nowadays, everything's so disposable, they don't expect anything to be upgraded. And it's a turnoff. I mean, we're old enough to know when things were designed to last and be built and repair when they did fail.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's just not the nature of the industry. So I'm starting to tell people, or I'm going to start to tell people, that building a computer, it was more of an enthusiast thing, but now it's almost like, well,
Now it's like if the price is the same or maybe just a little
only
bit
a
more,
little bit more, yeah.
just it's worth it because it's quality. You're getting quality stuff,
Yes.
and it's put there or it's organized well. It's,
Yeah, this thing probably had a 3-year warranty on it.
really.
Yeah. Where if it was a Dell, you'd get a 1-year warranty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the gaming most of this, in fact, even your motherboard, I think had up to these ASRoCs, I think have up to a 5-year warranty.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Usually this hardware has either a 3 or a 5-year warranty versus a 1-year if you go OEM with Dell or HP. So I've done some updates. I'm going to fire it down and put in your card, and maybe that update might address some known issue. But I'm kind of want to call this card bad.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There she is.
Alrighty. Now are we done with these updates? Let me see if we have any more. Sometimes you get prerequisites to qualify you for subsequent updates. Yeah, we got one more update.
Huh.
Yep. And that's a bug fix update for Windows. So we'll restart it one more time, put that card in, fire it up, then we'll confirm this to be dead.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Got it. How big are your monitors?
They're about this.
That's a television, but it's a 4K TV.
They're about like this each.
Yeah.
You know, like something like that.
Got it.
basically. Yeah.
Got it. Oh, those are real monitors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not Dells. They're just, I forget where I got them. Probably on Amazon.
Right. All right. So done downloading. Now it's going to install. It's another 30 seconds to a minute. Almost there. Come on, hurry up.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Yeah, if I was a little more busy on the phone, like I get some interesting phone calls that can be 10 or 20 minutes and fairly articulate,
Mhm.
technically speaking. And if you cut those online, those would be meaningful.
Mhm.
There we go. Now it's installing.
Oh, there we go.
That's your dog in the picture?
Where? Oh yeah, Tia, little white dog. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Tuffer's.
Ah,
That was Tuffer's.
yeah.
Tuffer's passed away, but yeah, he's my favorite.
Yeah, I just lost my pet dog 2 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, but yeah, I lost a lot of sleep over that. All right, one more update. Yeah, so next time I can walk you through these updates just for
Mhm.
maintenance, even if there are no problems. You want to make sure that those updates are done just for security and reliability.
Okay.
So, not that this is going to be your fix. It's almost wishful thinking that these updates might bring this thing
Yeah,
back to
but at
life.
least they're current anyway.
Yes. Kind of wondering if you had it set at some weird resolution.
You know, at one time, we went from 2 screens to 1 screen, and then
Yeah.
back to 2 screens.
It's not a big deal.
I was going back and forth just in the system, you know.
Yeah, not a big deal to deal with that.
Yeah.
Like you can just work off of one monitor, interchange them
Mm-hmm.
easily without issue.
Yeah.
Getting ready. Come on.
Takes a while to get Windows ready, doesn't it?
Well, it's a bigger update, I guess. Yeah, this update is sort of a bigger Windows. Yeah, it's feature enhancements also. It's not just a bug fix.
Huh.
But unfortunately, I do recommend them to call it a reliable fix. A reliable experience is really.
Mhm.
Let's see here.
Got to warn you, yes.
Let's see.
Got to warn you, yes.
Where do you live, Chris? You live in the
South
area?
Bay. Oh, Harbor City.
Oh, that's where I grew up.
Cool. Off of Bellaport.
Got to warn you, yes.
Harbor City. Where do you live, Chris?
Oh yeah. Good. Guess I got my audio good. Well, this update's taking a little bit longer than I expected.
Sure enough.
Yeah, well, that's maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expect people like you to call me once a year just to do stuff like this to help you stay reliable.
Mm-hmm.
I like to make sure you're backed up. Seems like the machine's otherwise good. Just do your updates.
I've been pretty happy with it. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
It's got a wireless card in there,
Right.
but we went to 5G.
Right. You mean wait, okay, so you're talking about going wireless with the Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
Okay, well 5G is cellular technology.
right.
Oh, you're talking about 5G versus 2.4 on the Wi-Fi?
Well, so this was on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And it was on the old, like an old modem, right?
Right,
It was a
okay.
Netgear
What's your
70,
square footage? I know what you're
like
talking about.
700 square feet or
Okay,
600
so
square
5G is going to eliminate a lot of interference, but it technically doesn't go quite as far. So if you go to the 5G, technically you could get better performance, or it could be worse because it's too far.
The distance from the router, wireless router, to the computer is probably 40 feet.
Oh, all right. Yeah, just
it's
do the
close.
5G network. So are you shooting out both the 2.4 and the 5G
Yes.
SSID? Then
Yeah.
yeah, just what I would do is disable the 2.4 and just start using the 5. Technically, you might need the 2.4 for vintage hardware of like 6 or 7 or 8 year old hardware.
Yeah, it looks like a Sonos
Right.
Sonos speaker.
How many Sonos do you have?
Two. One.
I think
seems-
Sonos is modern enough to know what a 5G network is.
Yeah.
Or if you plug it by Ethernet into the router, if it's
Well,
close
one of
by.
those speakers is kind of old,
Right.
like 7 years old.
Okay. So.
So it may not be 5G compatible.
Right.
And in
okay.
fact, I was trying to set it up on the 5G wireless and Wi-Fi, and it couldn't.
Yeah, I would say
Couldn't do
if you can get away with it, go with 5G and eliminate the 2.4 because it's more susceptible to interference.
But does that Wi-Fi card support 5G?
We could check because I got 5G right now. We'll see if it sees my SSID.
Oh, okay. It seemed to. Was seeing the 5G in the other one
Right.
in the office.
Right. Okay, here we go.
And we're back.
Should be in about 5 seconds. Come on. Wonder where that is. It's a pretty picture.
I know.
Doesn't look like it's a United States bridge, though. Oh, which mouse am I looking for here?
I think you got it.
Okay. So, at this point, what we'll do is we'll go. Do you have an Amazon account?
Yep.
You have Amazon on your phone?
Yep.
All right, cool. So if we diagnose this as bad, we can just go shopping that way,
Okay.
and then you can bring me the card. Come on, shut off. There we go. There. So we're going to try this one more time. All right, so let's just see if still gonna put the RAM in, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm being minimalist since we don't need that RAM chip yet. Let's make sure that's not part of our issue. Yep. Just wanted to quadruple check the card not giving us an output. Got it.
That's what it seems to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you have Amazon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just asked you that. Unplug. Let's do GeForce. Do an Amazon search for GeForce.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's like a stock price. These cards are kind of premiumly priced these days.
GeForce video card? Or
Yes. Yes.
GeForce video card. They're all the different prices. $89, $179,
Look at.
$69.
Let's look at one of the pictures. Yeah, these cards are probably more than you need. Let's see here. You don't need to spend that. You are just doing desktop support, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, these prices are so inflated. Just the market. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that looks like the same classic card you have.
Mm-hmm.
So we got one HDMI and two DVIs,
Okay.
display ports. I mean, not
Mhm.
display, not DVI. And you're not going to. Well, see, that one supports up to 3.
So this should be okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and buy that.
What's the price on it? What were they asking for this thing?
$180.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can get to the buy it now. Where's the little button? Oh, there it is.
Do you want to just leave this thing here for the 2 days? That's- or, I mean,
I'll take it back with me, and then,
Okay.
and then I'll bring it back.
got it. All right.
I don't want you to be responsible for it.
Yeah. Well, it happens both ways. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't. Well, with a smaller space too. Yeah, I get space overload. Sometimes people neglect to come get their stuff for many months. That gets frustrating.
Hey, like, what's his name? Biden's son.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm glad I wasn't that guy. Jesus. His
What an
career.
idiot.
Oh
What
man.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Smartest man Biden knows.
Right. Well, the IT guy. I feel bad for him because he's been dragged into the public's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was kind of panicky about it, you know, because he when he saw all the
Yeah.
stuff that was on there, he knew that that's like it could really get him in trouble. You know, like it could be a problem.
Right.
Kind of stuff people kill about.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, he gets disappeared.
It gets disappeared. Yeah. All right. It's so you got tomorrow delivery or the day
Tomorrow
after?
delivery. So here, let me grab one of your cards.
Yeah.
You'll probably be around tomorrow. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
Just
call
give me.
you in.
Yeah. Just call. Find out where I am so you don't show up to a locked door. Because
Right,
I'm
right,
either at
right.
lunch or do a last minute house
And
call.
then we'll settle up tomorrow.
Sure.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Got it. Alrighty. Otherwise, I think you're going to get a good, at least another 2 years out of this hardware.
That'll be good.
And put it on your calendar for 2 years from now. New computer consultation.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we can use the old chassis and just stick.
Yeah, that's the one. These cases they don't change.
Yeah.
So the
I
form
like this
factor.
chassis. I like
Yeah,
it.
in part because it's roomy
Yeah.
and the standards don't change.
It's
so-
clean looking. It's
Yeah.
got pretty lights.
Let me blow some more of this gunk out of here.
Oh, okay.
What did I just do with that can
That's
there?
it.
Yeah. I never used the little hose here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man.
Doesn't want to let go of it.
Yep.
Careful, man.
Yeah, I know. I made that mistake too.
Don't poke your. Yeah.
dirty. Yeah. Oh, next time tomorrow I'll do a little bit better cleaning.
Yeah.
I'll deal with the card out.
As long as it's running,
Yeah.
not too particular.
Got it.
Particular.
Sweet.
All right, Chris.
Cool. Just give me a warning before you show up.
I will.
Let me make sure it's unplugged.
Oh, did we get the RAM in there too?
Oh, let me do that right now.
Where's that?
I already put it back
Oh,
in.
you did.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay.
Got it.
Cool, man.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. We're good.
All right, Chris. Thank you, man.
All right.
I'd shake your hand, but
Yeah. No, here. Let me get the door for you.
Oh, no, I got it. But
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow, probably
Yeah.
around about the same time.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
All right. Hey,
See
bro.
Can you shut the door though?
Oh, yeah. I'll do that. Don't worry about that. All righty. Brian, how are you? Thank you. Brian, how are you? Are you still there? I was about to go off the air, but if you'll want to say hi and have 2 minutes of conversation, I'll stick around. How are you, Brian? You've never been here before, you've stumbled across a local IT guy. I do the work live. Show up in the YouTube chat. If you want a phone call, give me a call at 855-434-8787. That's pretty much all I'm up to. Alrighty. Yeah, that was diagnosing a video card, by the way. His video card is bad. He bought the new video card. He's going to bring it back, and I'll install the new one. And of course, this is what I use to diagnose it. Just a regular 40 or 50. I forgot what I paid for this thing. Some cheesy little MSI. For diagnostic purposes. Anyway, Brian. Good, yes, it's been a busy. Shane, oh, I got Shane and Shane, how are you? I'm all right. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if you caught me live. Oh, there we are. Cool. I didn't even mean to do the camera, but I bumped it. But anyway, yeah, I got Brian in the chat and I got you on the phone. I just had my customer. I had two customers over. One customer wants me to build his computer.
Oh, okay.
So we're moving a bunch of his hardware from his stock HP, which turned out to be a problem because I wasn't able to upgrade, or he wasn't able to upgrade his machine properly. Here, turn the audio down on your end. There you are. Yeah, so that was, I don't know how much of the live feed that you were watching. Yeah. So I did the
I just started watching, so
that last interaction was me diagnosing a bad video card. You there? You still there? Oh, there you are. I lost you for a minute.
I'm just having a play around with my settings.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was just diagnosing a bad video card, and now I'm going to go put together a Frankenstein HP. I'm going to pull parts out of an HP, which we already did. Now I'm going to put them together in a new case. So that's pretty much what I'm up to.
This is weird because I can see you on video, but I can't hear you through my phone.
Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I think I had my mic muted on the phone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear? Can you hear me? Oh, there. Now can you hear me?
There we go.
All right.
Oh, that explains that then.
Yeah, no, I think I was muted. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can now.
Got it. Oh, all right. So anyway, yes, I was.
On my computer, so that there wasn't any feedback, but then I could hear you through the phone.
Yeah, I need a faster computer, so I can be more live, because obviously there's like a 10 or 20, maybe a 30-second lag sometimes.
Well, what have you been up to today? Because I've only just joined like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's all right. So basically, what I was talking about live is doing the video card diagnosis. His video card failed, so that was the last half hour of me screwing around. And then this other guy who came in earlier, I don't know if you noticed, he came in, that second guy. I'll be putting together his Frankenstein HP. We had to, I think what he tried to do is shoehorn a giant video card upgrade into a stock HP, and it physically wouldn't fit. Yeah, I mean, he literally pried apart some parts of the inside of the case to make it fit, and it still didn't work. So part of the problem was his video card was too powerful for his power supply, so that he also had to upgrade that. And so I basically said, screw this, spend some money on a new case, a new motherboard, and a new power supply, and you'll be good. So he's just going to keep his existing SSD and mechanical drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now I got a phone call I got to make because I got to go get my motor home from the mechanic. But I also have to call the guy where I'm going to store it to make sure he's willing to take it for me. And then I'll come back and build that machine, and then I'll go live for that probably in an hour or two. I got to see how my next phone call goes with this guy who is supposed to be willing to take the motor home to store it, because my mechanic can't give me the motor home if I don't have a place to land, and I can't just park it on the street like a car because it's huge. That's a bus. Yeah. So, anyway.
Choice of being an adult.
Yeah. First world adult problems. Yes, that's what that is. Yes. So that's how we are. But anyway, you asked how I am. I got you on the phone and Brian McDonald that show up on the chat. So I'm great, Brian. Sounds good. Yeah, you'll be on later with me? Good. Good. Probably in an hour or two. I got to make that phone call to my mechanic and my, what's his name? The guy that runs the storage yard, basically.
What's up with that graphics card? That, is it like overheating or something?
Yeah, it just wasn't displaying anything. So I just pulled out I pulled it out, put in my little test bench $40 card, and it worked. So the card's got to be bad.
Yeah.
And it's plugged into a brand new 4K TV, so it's not a resolution limitation. So anyway, he's got a bad card. So that's what's up.
I probably won't make it for later on because I've got to go to bed soon.
Yeah, you're 9 hours ahead, so I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know what I was going to have to do today, but it turns out it usually rains and pours at the same time. Yeah, to get two or three people at the same time, I never know exactly what my day's going to look like.
How's that photographer guy doing?
Oh, he's good. I haven't heard from him, which is a good thing. I mean, I've talked to him since, but unrelated to the computer. So
Yeah.
he's up and running. Yeah, that was just a simple Windows install on a new SSD, so he's happy. So, anyway.
Nice easy one for once.
What?
Nice easy one for once.
Yeah, well, that's the bread and butter. Most of it is an SSD from a mechanical drive upgrade. So, hard drive, mechanical devices are generally the first failure in any machine. Although I have learned that an SSD is not necessarily that much more reliable if it's an OEM SSD. The retail SSDs are more reliable, but like if you get an OEM SSD that came from any Dell or HP, they seem to fail at a similar rate as a mechanical drive.
Yeah.
So,
Because, like you said a while ago, and I think you've said it on a number of occasions, about you stick with Samsung SSDs because the controllers on the Samsung SSDs are a lot better.
well, they're more reliable. For a while, when I find something that works, I'm the type that likes to stick with what works. I don't want to experiment too much unless I have a problem, and then I'll move over to another brand. But yeah, I tend to not want to experiment too much. Obviously, I'd like to get my hands on as much hardware as possible, because like I can't, obviously with my small volume, I don't necessarily have access to every motherboard on the market. Unfortunately, it curbs my skills in the sense that I don't necessarily have access to 10 different technologies all at once, and you don't have the typical person buying a $700 motherboard that gives you access to all the latest and greatest features. So yeah, I have to wait for it.
The Epic processor.
Yeah, if for me to see the latest and greatest technology, I have to have enough volume to where the occasional gamer who's willing to spend $3,000 on their computer shows up.
Or if you make enough money and buy your own one.
Well, I am excited. I mean, obviously I've been a little bummed out for the last couple months, but I'm excited about transitioning because I have options. I have land over in the desert, and I'm going to probably next weekend just drive out there to see my options. Maybe check out my competition. Obviously, I won't be able to charge as much because I'm in a fairly affluent location here at the beach. So I'm going to have to figure out what I need to charge, figure out what the populace is, see. I know the vibe would work because I like it lower key. When you're out in the desert, everything's a lot slower. So this is just a very high anxiety. Los Angeles is just very high anxiety. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to at least partial, like maybe 6 months, maybe 3 months of the year, get in the desert, and then maybe come back here part of the year. My dad's in Tampa, Florida, maybe there part of the year. But obviously in a motorhome, I can afford to move around. And now that my dog is no longer here, that also gives me a little bit more opportunity to check out what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's basically the long-term plan, the short to long-term plan, since I only have 9 more months on this lease. Yeah, I moved to this office because I didn't have any options. I needed something, and I'm not. It's not the best opportunity here. This office is not the easiest to find. It's upstairs. Yeah, I just think I could do better. I'd like to have ground level, maybe a little bit more space. Obviously, it's a little more affordable, so I'll be able to get more space to actually properly set up and be able to afford that. Because what I have now would be half as expensive out in the desert, even though, yes, I do understand I probably have to lower my hourly rate. So I have to go out there and hash out the numbers and see the literal lay of the land and see who's out there, what's out there, kind of opportunities that aren't being fulfilled right now.
Yeah.
Because with my motorhome, it's a big bus essentially. I could advertise the heck out of myself on the side. And I could park that in a Walmart overnight. Who knows what kind of activity that might bring up.
And at least, like you say, if it's at Walmart or somewhere popular, then you know you're going to have people going back and forth in and out of the store. And
Yes.
They're bound to notice you.
Yeah. Now the Walmart idea, I can only leave the RV there if I'm there and occupying it. I can't just leave it there during the day.
Yeah.
So like I could spend 1 or 2 nights there in the evening, and I could figure maybe, I don't know what the percentage is, maybe let's just say more than 75% of the people in there are locals. Obviously you're going to get a lot of transients that are just driving through, because it is Laughlin. It is sort of a resort community. Laughlin is sort of like 25% the size of Vegas. It's the same sort of casino environment.
If you did it on the same 2 days every week, then
Yeah.
if people got familiar with it,
Yep.
then they would know to expect you on those 2 days.
Yeah,
every
so
week.
I'm going to put my little, 20 or 30 of my cards in one of those little card holders next to the door, and I'll have a big old billboard on the side of the motorhome so everyone will know what I'm up to.
Yeah.
But yes, exactly. Schedule a time to be out there. Although my motorhome gets like 10 miles a gallon, I'm not excited to be driving that thing 300 miles. Yeah, and it'll be a trek because I've never actually put more than say 20 or 30 miles on it at once. When I first bought it, I drove it up to Malibu and back. That's it. That's the farthest I've ever had it in the 3 years I've had it. 4 years, I guess. So,
Until now.
what?
Until now.
Oh yeah. Well, now it wasn't safe. I had to put a good brake job on it. I just spent $3,000 on brakes. So now I'll actually feel safe, even if the engine blows up. I can at least know that I can. Yeah. No, driving around, I had a couple scary experiences just putting around town. Thankfully, because I was being safe, I was only doing 5 miles an hour. My foot went to the floor. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. But I was able, my emergency brake or parking brake kind of looks like a tonfa. You know what a tonfa is?
No.
It's a billy club.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it looks like one sticking out of the floor. And for me to get the parking brake going, I have to use my hand, bend over, and basically shove it so it's parallel with the floor. But when it's not being used, it sticks straight up. So that's how it's like, screw this, and I ultimately had to use the cable-driven brake to stop. scaring the crap out of myself because of this 45-year-old motorhome that was neglected for 15 years. Yeah. Getting the thing to go was a pain in the ass. It took about, well, I got it going on its original gas, so you can imagine it ran like crap on 12-year-old gas that sat in the tank.
The way you explain it almost makes it sound like a Fred Flintstone car.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was definitely an experience. Now I'm just happy. I didn't really want to spend a bunch of money on the thing, so I put it off, knowing I was only moving it around a few hundred feet a day, just because I needed to move it. But now at this point, I realize I'm considering moving within about a year, and I'm going to need to actually get on the highway, drive up over 20 miles an hour. Yeah.
And do more than 15 or 20 miles.
Yeah. And ultimately, that's why I was even thinking of having my sister move it for me because she's a school bus driver. She's literally more qualified than I to drive that thing. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. I've never really experienced a full highway drive.
Are you going to get her to drive, like, instead of you?
Yeah, no, I'm not actually going to have her do that trek with me, but but she is a school bus driver, so she drives 40-footers every day for work. Mine is only 30 feet. So, anyway, in fact, when I'm done with you, I'm going to jump on the phone with my storage facility and see if he's willing to take me, because he's kicking the tank. I guess what he has is a guy who's looking to get out because he doesn't technically, or hasn't had technically enough room for me to park it there. So I've been taking my time being patient, and I didn't want to be annoying. So I want to say, hey, dude, I just need a place to park, even if it's only for a week or two. I can make long-term plans and take the thing out of town, but I haven't been able to nail down that confidence until like today. Hopefully I'll answer the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, first world problems. I'm trying to live the portable lifestyle, but that thing.
I bet that's really hard.
It's not. It's just a different set of challenges. I mean, I don't need it to live in. I've been staying with my mom while my mechanic has had it and all that fun stuff. But in fact, I probably just stay with her for a little bit. But I don't know. I've got options. That's a good problem to have. So, I'm excited to get in the car. It's a 4-hour drive to the desert. I just want to see what's out there. And, we'll go from there.
Is it 4 hours because you're driving at 20 miles an hour?
No, it's 4 hours because it's like, actually, let's see. We'll just go. So I'm in
regular speeds.
Well, just bring it up. I'm in Los Angeles. And then if you pull up Los Angeles to Bullhead City, whatever that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a look a little bit later.
Yeah, it's halfway between. I think it's about halfway between Las Vegas and Lake Havasu, which is south. But that's just a big old dirt community and desert, I should say, and obviously a lot less busy than here in Los Angeles. But I think that's kind of what I crave, since Los Angeles has just become so much more crowded than what I grew up with. Yeah, it's something like 11 million people within
a small area.
30 square miles or something. Yeah, I don't know what the square mileage is of LA County, but it's not very big for the density. That's why they have, politically, the state has been controversial because of how densely populated we are. Yeah, so if you think the state of California is pretty much the same size as your whole UK. So, I don't know how many people do you know? I know in Scotland it's about 5 million people.
No, I haven't Googled it for a long time.
Yeah, well, I think I forgot how many millions of people are here in Los Angeles, but it's somewhere between 11 and 17 million. So, you get an entire country which has single-digit millions, and then we have tens of millions of people in a fraction of the space. So, anyway,
At least you got 52 states.
50.
Oh yeah.
It's 48, and you're thinking of Alaska and Hawaii.
Probably.
So when the term they say lower 48, that's the other 48. And then Alaska is north of Canada, even though you can't get to Canada. You can't get to Alaska without...
What I was trying to get at is the landmass of the USA is like a lot larger than the landmass in comparison to the UK.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Even though there's like between 11 to 17 million in LA, they're not forced to like stay in that one area of
Right.
land.
Right. But if people are, for logistical reasons, most people are, their careers, people want to commute more than an hour or so a day. And a lot of people do spend 4 hours a day driving back and forth.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, even if you're getting paid a big wig, that's just a lot of stress to be earning, even a nice, handsome management salary. That's a lot of drain to be drive 4 hours a day.
All the time.
Yeah, that's just not a way I'd like to live.
Unless you're like a truck driver or something.
Well, then your office is the road. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Or like my sister, she's a school bus driver. Yeah. I don't know how many hours she drives a day, but yeah. Point made.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, no worries. I'll leave you to it because I'm probably going to go to bed soon.
All right, I'm going to call my guy.
Okay.
Thanks for saying hi.
No worries.
All right.
Catch you later.
All right. Bye. All right, so everyone, my name is Chris with South Bay Tech Gurus. I show up here whenever it makes sense. I film the work. If someone wants to call me, which could be you, 855-434-8787, show up in the YouTube chat and keep me company while I'm, in fact, I'll probably go live later, but I got a couple of personal errands I got to take care of, like get the motor home, make sure I have a place to put it, and then I'll build a computer. So that's it for now. Bye for now.